Welcome back. So we have seen our demo API. So now quickly we are going to create some controllers now, which is going to be used in the user service. So I'll simply go in the, I'll create one more package that will be controller. Okay, or you can say controller, and I'll create one class over there that is auth controller, right? Auth controller. Okay, so we have created one controller now, and rest controller. This rest controller will have some request, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to register now. So when user will be registering, so user will have some form. You have seen in many website also. In that websites, you have seen there is a request format. So the request format might be having your first name, last name, email ID, or something extra, right? So I'll create one more package over there that will be I'll say request. Okay, and that will be having only the request objects. So this is my register request, right? Register request, simply short form I'm writing, so it's fine. And parameter that I'm going to look forward here is this one. So first name, last name, email, and passwords, right? So this is minimum and required things that I need. So I'll make this as a data is a no Lombok annotation, so it will create all the getter and setters for you. Don't have to create getter and setters separately. Okay, apart from that, I will add some more annotation that is going to be used. So this is the builder annotation. This is going to build the request object whenever you required. You don't have to create the new or something. And all argument constructor means there will be constructor which is taking all these parameters, and no argument constructor is the default one, right? So this is enough for me in the request. Now I have created the request object. So now in the auth controller, I can take this parameter as a input now. So let's go to the auth controller now. I'll simply create one method to register to handle the request object. Even before that, I have to add some more annotations just to keep the thing simple. So first is I want to separate at the controller level. So what I'll do, I will just write this auth api.v1. Now it's a very standard way to write when you writing the any production kind of code. So this is the way we used to define our request mappings. Okay, so I'm using that pattern only, so hope it will be fine for you. So /api/v1/auth. So in the auth, if you want more clarification, you can write here register. Okay, so now we have got this. You can keep it auth, I think this should be. And now the register I will give in the method level. Okay, so that will be better. So simply I will a response I have not created, so let it be right now that just simply I will pass auth, or it should be some name, like it's a response entity, right? So let me give auth response. So this class will not be existing, so I have to create this class first. Okay, I'll do that. Then in the register method, I might need some parameters, and will simply do it like that. First I will give one mapping that will be post kind of mapping, so I will simply add post mapping. In the path I will give /register. Okay, so the whole path will be /api/v1/auth/register, right? So here I will write the code for, I mean this is to do code, we can see simply to do code, where I will write my to call the service and other things. So I will simply first I'm just creating the skeleton, so let me quickly do this. First create the auth response, right? So auth response will be having what? It will be having some response which is showing, yeah, this user has been created, some success message, right? I will simply go here, one more package will be there, response. Okay, and I'll simply create this response, auth response, and this will be having some success message, right? So and I'll simply pass the same annotation that we have passed earlier. So for this it will be enough now. I'll simply import the things. Okay, so now this error should be removed now. I'll simply import this now. Okay, response entity is also can be imported now. Now I have to return what kind of response that I want to return. So before that I have to, in the register I have to pass one body, one form object, so that it can be passed with the request body, qust request body, and request body I'll give the object of request, register request, right? Register request. Okay, now whatever data is coming, now I will process that. So once all the logic is done, then I have to return the response. So I'll simply write return statement. I will simply return response entity. I'll put here okay, and in okay I have to pass what kind of body that I want to return. So here I have to delegate this method to some service layer. So I'm just writing here auth service one class. I'll create this class, don't worry, service, that will be having one method register. Okay, register, and it will take the object of this register request, and I'll return. So what I'm going to do, I'll create this service class first. So simply I will go here and I will write private auth service and auth service. Okay, so this class doesn't exist, so I'll create one service package now. In service package I create this class now. Sorry, it should be auth service, right? Yeah, that is. So we have created this class now. It should be actually interface, it's not a class, because we are providing the implementation of this, right? Interface. So it is saying the problem because here I have called this one. Okay, so now this will have one method. So simply I will create this method in the auth service. Let me close other things faster. I want to keep this name not for authentication also, just this thought came in mind. I'll rename this. I want to keep this. I'll simply go and select this and refactor this, and I'll give the name to this user service. It will be better one name, user service. Simply I'll add this, yeah, select all and refactor it everywhere. So you see here, whatever name was coming everywhere, it is get changed. So refactored everything. And to just keep the things simple, what I am thinking, let it be class, because if it is class na, so we can write our logic inside the DAO layer. Okay, our repository layer, we will write the one more layer over there, so it will be a little bit easy. Otherwise it seems that since it's not a big project, so it's fine if you are writing the logic in the user service itself. So let me do that. Interface, I'll simply rename it, or simply user service is there where it is this here. So public class. Okay, and if I say here, so it's fine now. So now this will asking register method is not there, do you want to create it? Yes, as help from IntelliJ. So I ask us, yes, please create it. So now what I'll do here, I'll write my own logic. So here I'll give the response will be same, right? Like look, whatever response it will return is the same as the response entity. So I will simply add here return the response of auth service, auth response, right? One response object I have created, the name was response, auth response, right? Auth response. Okay, so this problem is resolved now. So hope you are getting the things. If any request is coming, I simply passing that to service layer, and service is going to do REST things. So all the logic will be here only. Okay, so first thing what I have to do, I have to check first, validate this username or email is already present or not. Second thing that I am going to do, once email is new or it is not present, then I will simply register in the DB, and then I will return the response user is already registered. User is registered, some success message, right? Let's do that. So we are going to do this in the next lecture.